Hello, I am Becca. You are watching Bru's Musings. Today we're talking about our human capacity, our extraordinary capacity for learning. And I have a somewhat embarrassing story to share with you. And that is to say that when I was younger, I somehow learned that the way to go through life was that if I didn't know how to do anything, then everything got done for me. And the story that illustrates this is growing up, my family and I had a hot tub in the back of our yard, so it was probably, I don't know, 50 steps to get to the hot tub. And to turn on the hot tub, you had to walk into the woods a couple of steps because it was back there and it was slimy and it was dark and it was gross. And so I loved going in the hot tub but didn't love turning it on because we didn't keep it on all the time to save energy. So I would say, hey guys, who wants to go in the hot tub? And usually someone did. And I'd say, will you go turn it on? I don't know how. And then my mom would say, Becca, come along. I'm going to teach you how. So she would show me how, and I would wait long enough from the time she showed me to the next time that I wanted to go in that she'd be like, okay, you go turn it on. I say, I don't remember how. I don't remember how. I don't know how to do that. I can't do it. You have to do it for me. So you bet your buttons, when I came into my adulthood, this skill did not serve me very well. Because I don't know if you know this, but people in the world are not ready to just do things for you. Unless maybe you're Sofia Vergara, but I'm not. I don't even know if I say her name right, but I bet she has a lot of people doing things for her. But I'm not Sofia Vergara, so I had to learn the hard way, like, oh, if you want things done, you have to do them. And I was nervous, really nervous inside of learning that I wasn't good enough. I don't know if any of you guys share that feeling. It's like, oh, I kind of want to play the guitar, but I couldn't learn how to play the guitar. So I feel like this is a collective mentality that we share, that we can't, that we're not good enough, that we can't learn what we want to learn. If you want to garden, you can learn how to garden. And I'm going to tell you guys a secret. There's this little thing called Google that knows everything. So right now in our lives, if you want to learn how to do something, I know you all know this, but there are literally 400 YouTube videos about anything you want to learn how to do. And there are videos of people telling you how to do it. It's not even like you have to go to the library or go get an encyclopedia anymore. So our capacity for learning is extraordinary. And I feel like it's something as adults that we've forgotten. We get very in the groove of our lives and think that we're stuck in that groove forever, that there's no other options for us. We can learn anything. We can learn anything. And part of the struggle with learning is that when we first traverse onto a new pathway, it's uncomfortable. So I would ask you if there's anything in your life that you've tried and instantaneously you were sufficient at it. Another problem inside of our heads is that we don't want to be sufficient at it, right? We want to be the best at it the first time we do it. The first time we try to do this thing, I want to be excellent at it. I want to be perfect at it. That's absolutely not going to happen most of the time. Some of us have one story of where we tried something and oh my gosh, we actually were really good at it. But for the most part, we have to work through that uncomfortable phase with new things that we're learning. And I think it's worth it. So if there's something in the world that you want to learn how to do, including change your thinking, right? I want to learn how to not be so judgmental of myself and of other people. We can learn how to do that. We can apply tools, we can look up tools, we can learn these things. The flip side of this musing, and this I think is funny, if we human beings have an extraordinary capacity to learn anything we want, which we do, we also have an extraordinary capacity to not learn what we don't want to. We all know those people, right? I can't learn that. There's no way. That's not possible because I don't want to. I don't want to open my eyes to that thing. I'm never going to ever do that, ever, never, never. So that's funny as well. And inside of this, I hope we find some compassion for ourselves, for those people, inside of our resistance. Resistance in general, but today we're talking about resistance about learning. And if it's something that you value around your health, for instance, yoga, or a different eating pattern, or if it's something that is important to you, like a skill inside of your relationship or an artistic ability, it's worth it for us to try to learn these things. Yoga would say that we're here for that, to learn ourselves, and we learn ourselves through our application in the world that we live in. What do you think? I think it's going to be fun. I think you can do it. I think we all can learn whatever we want to, including gardening, next up on my list. I will see you next week. You should click the share button. Share this video with all your friends. Share, share, share away. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.